Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Build. You know it is JJ with you once again. First time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. And don't forget about your notification bell so you know when I post the next video. It's always good to have new subscribers, and I always welcome all the new subscribers that come in. I know I've been slacking last couple months, but I want to welcome all the new subscribers that subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the family. Today, we're going to be looking at some pre-built PCs and try to see if we can get the best bang for the buck. But we're going to do it off of Newegg this week. Like I told you guys last week, we did it off of Amazon last week. Now we're going to do it off of Newegg this week. I got everything fine-tuned to where we could just see. We're going to go from $900 and below. We're just going to start there, go from $900 below and see what they got to offer. So let's go ahead and jump onto the action screen and see what they got cooking. All right, you guys made it to the action screen with me. Make sure that you got everything all set up. You got your drink and snacks, by the way, because it's going to be real important, especially if you want to make it through the whole video. So let's get the big cursor, which we got right here, and scroll down and see what I got lined up. Okay, for $900, we got the Stormcraft Gaming PC, Cyrus Intel Core i5-14400F, and an Intel Arc B580 12GB OC. Get it? 12GB OC, AI-powered. I don't know why they put AI-powered. 16 gigabytes of DDR5, 6,000 megahertz RAM, system RAM, and 1 terabyte of NVMe SSD with the 650-watt power supply for $900. Now, if I were to think about this, that's not bad. I mean, truthfully, that is not bad at all. That is not bad at all. So do remember, you can scroll down here where it says the model number, and you can always look up on Newegg and see what this is and pull everything up. Looks like it's shipped from the United States and you save $150. So it's a 14% savings. So it looks like it's a really good deal. That's in 30 days, the lowest price. Let's roll down to the next game. They got right here, they got the ABS Cyclone Aqua Gaming. I don't know why they say, unless they mean that the RGB is Aqua. They got the Aqua Gaming PC, Windows 11, Intel i5-13400F with the 4060 with DLSS 3 AI powered again. And it's got 32 gigabytes of DDR4. So you're looking at the DDR4 platform for $900. But it comes with a $50 off promo code. So basically this is $850. So that's not a bad deal for $850. It's got the 4060 with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, but it comes with some good bones to start with. That's if you want to stay on the DDR4 platform. You're not looking to stay there, then that won't be for you then. Moving on, they got the Zotac MEK Hero. Wonder why. AI, again, here's AI enhanced gaming desktop PC. It's got a 5500 Ryzen processor. It's got a RTX 4060, 16 gigabytes of RAM for $780. I don't think so. I wouldn't go that route. They got this one here. The Cyclone Aqua Gaming PC, Windows 11. It's got the i5-13400F and an RTX 4060. I don't know why they say DLSS 4. It's not DLSS 4 because it doesn't get multi-frame generation. So, but they get it for $900. I don't think I would, you know. They got this one here with the RTX 3050. I know you guys are going to be wanting that. 4060, 12400 for, For that, Acer Nitro, no airflow, 3050, not recommended. It's got 4060, 13400. Looks like, yeah, it's got a 4060, 32 gigabytes of DDR4, 3200 megahertz RAM for $900. You don't get this much, you don't get that much now these days for $900. They get the AVG PC, it's got a 5600G, it's for $530. There's no sense of me going on up, and it says it's ready up to a 4070. So basically, if you can take this and plug in a RTX 4070s from what they're saying, but I've already tested this with the 4070, and the 5700X was a lot more powerful, which I have right now in my PC. It's a lot more powerful than the 5600G. So paying that price, you can get a 5700X instead of the 5600G. If you want to go that route, but $600, you get a 5500 and a 3050. That's a good starter PC. That's a good starter PC with the 5500 and a RTX 3050. That's a good starter PC. Yeah, but 600. If you're going to spend $600, you might as well go up a $300 and get something better. I know I'm nitpicking, guys, but you know me, I have to nitpick because for the simple fact, if I don't nitpick, it's not going to be right. It's going to be wrong. So that's what I want to avoid is the wrongness of this action. So yeah, we're looking for budget PC, budget pre-built PCs right now to see what's on the market in Newegg. So this one's not that bad. This one's not bad at all. So, I mean, you know, most of your pre-builts come with standard 650 watt, 80 plus gold, uh, power supplies. So that's like the new standard. Back a couple of years ago, the 550 was the standard, but now the 650 is the standard. But that was back in 2024 for the 650 being the standard. But now they're looking at the 850 being the standard in 2025. So it might be worth, if you're on $1,000 budget, it might be worth to replace the 650 with an 850 if you're on $1,000 budget. And then let's say a year down the road, you want to replace the 4060 and you want to put in like a 5060 Ti, or you might do it sooner. You never know. So, but 14400F is set on a dead platform. Basically, I'm just going to say it the way it is. It's a dead platform. So the end of life is when the Core Ultra came in. And as soon as that, it ended the life of the 14th gen. So there's nothing beyond that other than going to Core Ultra, but the Core Ultra is a little more expensive. You might be able to get a 265K for a decent price. If you look around, you might be able to get it. So looking at it right now, guys, I mean, it depends on what your budget is. Always try to remember, if you're going to buy a PC, I tell everybody like this. If you want a great PC, budget $1,500. Simple said and put, budget $1,500. But if you want to go below that budget, you want to stay in like a $900 to $1,000 range, then you're best off to sticking to that range if that's what you can afford. But if you can save up a little bit more and save up for that $1,500 range, I would suggest you do that because then you would get a better deal for a better bang for your buck when it comes to PC parts. Now, with the new regulations and stuff going into effect, but were postponed for 90 days, now is probably the 90-day opportunity for you to buy a PC. because when everything's and all the dust settles and everything's said and done, it's going to turn around. That these prices are not going to remain at these prices. They're going to be a lot higher than they are now. So keep that in mind. So if you're looking to get a budget PC, now would be the time. But also, too, there's reports of the new Zen 6 that's coming out. It's called Medusa, and it looks like it's going to be a really, really, really good CPU. So if they put that into play, that would be a game changer. Probably be the expensive game changer. Probably going to be up around $800 for the CPU. Who knows? I mean, you got to look at it this way: the 9950X3D is already sitting at what, 600, a little over $600, maybe a little more. So that's going to be that Medusa is going to be about 800 at least for Zen 6. Not unless they get a heart and they bring it back down to $300 or $400, maybe 300 if we're lucky, but I doubt that. So I'm just slowly flipping through the pre-built PCs to see if I see anything that makes any sense. Uh, this one might make sense, but it might not make sense because of that price. I think they should lower that a little bit more. Uh, 3600 megahertz, 3050. No. Let's see, 5700 with the 3050 for $900. No. So, okay, we made it to end of this page. Let's go to page number 2 and see what they got. Refurbished, $800. It's got a 13700 with the 4060 for $800. It's a refurbished. I mean, if you get a really good deal on a refurbished and it works with no problem and you get a warranty with it, then I would go with the refurbished. But this one's got a 500-watt power supply, and it could be proprietary too. That means it could have a set motherboard that, the only way you can replace it is if you order something like that and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about that right there. So let's say they got this one here with the 650-watt, but they're selling a non-refurbished for the same price. So I really don't see how that's a better deal. So that's what we have for the refurbished PCs for today. But my final thought's going to be to you guys is this. Let me go ahead and close this right here. Your budget is the most important thing if you go to look at the matter of how much you're able to spend. I know I'm kind of closing things off here, so it goes by how much you're able to spend. If you're able to spend $1,000, that's understandable. If you're able to spend $1,500, that's understandable. If you're able to spend 25 to $3,000, that's understandable. But if you're just sitting on a budget with the budget gaming idea, then between $900 and $1,500 would be the actual sweet spot with that. Because you might be able to get a better graphics card, better processor, better motherboard, better all the way around. So it's something to think about, not unless you're willing to build the PC yourself. As if you're willing to build the PC yourself, then it might be a little cheaper for you. And you might be able to bring the cost down, like take and build a $1,500 PC for $1,000. I've seen that done before. I mean, when I upgrade my platform, I don't need to upgrade my PC case, which that right there is $100 knocked off of the bill. I don't need to upgrade the fans. That's another $40 because I got remote control on my fans, guys. That's why. So that's $40 knocked off. Um, the AIO cooler I got, that's another $55 knocked off. And the power supply, that's another $80 knocked off. See, when I go to replace items in my PC, like the motherboard, the system RAM, if possible, the CPU, that's basically what I need to replace is the motherboard, the system RAM, and the CPU. Because the rest of it will fit on to inside of the case. So if I think about it, I have everything else. And that's going to be my next upgrade is the motherboard, the CPU, and the system RAM. So looking at that and upgrading that, that's be like $200 for the RAM, let's say, and 175 for the motherboard. So that's $375. So, and the CPU might be $300. So that's about a $600 upgrade. So now I know I can budget $600 to add to my PC. So by the time I get it done, it's still going to be, if I take out the old motherboard and sell it and the CPU and everything else, I might be able to make back like 400 and maybe $450, $500 for the cost. Hopefully I can make back $600 for the cost. So that way I can just take and replace this platform with the new platform. So basically it's just one swapping out the other. So basically my CPU, my whole PC is still going to be worth less than $1,300 if I do it that way. But if I don't, and I want to save the motherboard, the CPU, and the RAM, and whatever I stick along with it, I can save it for another PC, which I can build another PC, which I have enough parts to build another PC. But that all depends on when that day comes. So when that day comes, I'll upgrade mine and then build a new PC. And when I build the new PC, I'll take you guys along with it. So putting it into a context, that new PC that I built, I can turn around and sell it for a decent price. I could put a 1650 GTX 1650 with it, make it like a low gaming, office budget kind of PC, and I'd still be able to get at least $1,200 out of it, at least. Because of the platform, how I would set up the PC case and stuff like that, I can bet you I can still get $1,300 for it. Because guess what? That's what they're selling it for online right now. I mean, it's not a bad PC. It's with used parts. I know you guys are going to say, well, Jay, you're selling used parts. You shouldn't be selling it for that price. Well, that depends. People want reliability and durability, then they're going to pay the price. So I'm not going to sell it just to tell everybody, hey, I'm selling you junk. No, I'm selling you stuff that's been pre-tested, that's ready to go. And when you get the PC, the operating system and everything is going to be all installed. The motherboard BIOS is going to be fully set. Unlike when you buy from the store and you don't have that option. So think about it. So and if I build a PC and I sell it to somebody, it's going to be de-bloated. It's going to have Windows 11 operating system in there, up to date, ready to go. It's going to have everything that you would need ready to go. So even if you swap out the graphics card, guess what? You'll still have enough power in the power supply to do that. Because I wouldn't be putting in a 650 watt power supply. I would be using at least an 850 watt gold rated or titanium or platinum rated power supply. That's what I would use. So that's the kind of system I would build. if somebody wants to fixer upper kind of thing. And basically, they want a PC to where they can plug in any graphics card they want and get great performance out of the whole deal. That's the whole idea. So if I'm selling my pre-tested hardware, which is pre-tested, and build a new PC with it and then sell that, then that's a pre-built PC that's been tested for at least a whole year on that platform, at least. And then it's stable. Stability is the best thing in the world to have with your platform. So I would make sure it's totally stable and you get the best bang for the buck. So, but that's just my opinion. Further down the road, somebody wants me to build them a PC. I'm sure they're going to say, "Hey, Jay," they're going to leave me an email. They're going to say, "Jay, can you build me a PC?" And I'm going to say, "Yeah." And then we're going to go through the whole budget thing and what kind of gaming and the whole 900 yards just to find out what you want for the best bang for the buck. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hopefully I didn't make the video too boring for you, and hopefully you stuck around to the end. And if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification bell so you know when I post the next video. So until the next time and the next video, you know who it is, and we'll see you on the next one.